Thank you for choosing the Boss by WerkMaster, a machine that is exclusively available through Virginia Abrasives. To learn more, visit the URL on your screen. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the Boss's features and benefits, tearing the machine down for transport, its basic machine operation, and using the tooling guide to figure out which tooling you need to do your job. Before you begin, make sure you have disconnected the machine from any power source. Unscrew the 4 wing nuts at the base of the motor shroud. Pull the 2 pull pins on either side of the handle, followed by disconnecting the power from the bottom of the VFD drive. Remove the handle from the machine. Remove the power pack by slightly tilting it forward and then straight up. The Boss is now ready for transport. When reassembling the power pack, make sure you have lined up the Lovejoy connector as well as the spider gear. To begin operating the Boss, first install the tooling. It's crucial to always place the yellow compression foam between the tooling plate and the pad driver during this step. Next, adjust the dust skirt so its bottom clears the floor by roughly 1/4 inch. It is now time to connect your power cable and vacuum hose. For most grinding and sanding projects, a vacuum with a minimum of 200 CFM is required. Here I am using a rubber strap to connect the hose and the power cable to the supplied U-hook on the handle. You can now adjust the handle to a comfortable working position. Do not use the start or stop buttons on the VFD to operate the machine. These functions are now controlled by the handle. The VFD's sole purpose is to adjust the machine's pad speed. Push button and then pull lever to start. With your machine speed set to the midway point, begin by moving the grinder forward about 5 to 6 feet. Then, walk the machine backwards in a slight S pattern to even out the cut. As you do this, pay close attention to how the tooling is affecting the floor. Remember that every floor reacts differently to tooling, so you'll need to observe carefully to ensure the tooling is effectively processing the surface. Overlap your initial cut by approximately half the width of a tooling plate. The floor in this video was quite hard, so it needs a slower walking speed to achieve an even finish. On softer floors, you can increase your walking speed, provided the floor is still being thoroughly processed. Avoid walking the machine too fast. Avoid walking the machine in long straight lines. Never start the machine and drop it on the floor. Do not run over power cords or hoses. If a tooling plate goes missing or gets damaged, redistribute the remaining plates to maintain a balanced configuration. Using the Boss Tooling Guide. To begin grinding uncoated concrete, you will first need to assess its abrasive strength. Not doing this may lead to a surface that is time-consuming to grind or potentially wear your tooling prematurely. Use the Mohs surface hardness tester as directed in your supplied tooling guide. Scan the QR code for instructions. Once you've completed the test, refer to the legend to interpret the results and select the correct tooling bond. To remove a coating as seen in the images to the right that is less than an 1/8 inch or 3 millimeters in your thickness, use either the 16 grit Turbo Shark or single bar and shark setup. These tools are designed to also effectively grind concrete that ranges from 4.5 to 7.5 on the Mohs surface hardness tester. Start with a pad speed of 450 and gradually work your way up until you are achieving a production rate that is satisfactory. For removing coatings exceeding an 1/8 of an inch or 3 millimeters in thickness, as shown in the images to the right, you will need to use the PCD tooling. Use the PCD tools only to remove the bulk of the coating. Do not use them to grind the concrete itself. Once the coating is largely gone, switch to your 16 grit tools to smooth the concrete surface and remove any remaining coating residue. Start with a pad speed of 450 and gradually work your way up until you are achieving a production rate that is satisfactory. To remove sealer and refurbish wood decks, docks, or hardwood, use the Turbo Rasp tools. They come in 50 grit and 70 grit options. The 50 grit is more aggressive. Consult your flooring representative to pick the best option for your job. Start at a pad speed of 450 and increase it gradually until you reach a satisfactory production rate. Finish the floor with Premium Pro Silicon Carbide sandpaper for a smooth finish. To remove an aluminum oxide sealer or a finish coat from an engineered hardwood floor, use the S-segment tools. These tools come in various grits, allowing you to choose based on your removal and finishing needs. Depending on the specific finish type, you might need to adjust the number of S-segments per plate, ranging from 3 to 6. After using the S-segment tools, follow up with Premium Pro Silicon Carbide sandpaper to achieve a smooth, refined finish. The last page of your tooling guide contains all the part numbers for the tools listed. To order tooling, or if you have any questions about these systems, please visit the Virginia Abrasives website or call us at 1-800-446-1805.